Hey everybody, welcome back. Conversations on the Bench, Charlotte, North Carolina. Everyone wanted to show up at the end. I was looking for people at 2 a.m. and nobody wanted to come at 2 a.m. to talk to me. But Patrick is here. Yeah, and one of the things that I promised Patrick while we had his chat was that I'm going to try to make him cry. Yeah? He's like Egyptian linen, y'all.
It wouldn't be hard.
He's just, since his heart's turned to God, he's just turned into a big ball. Yeah, just, yeah. Patrick, you know what we're doing out here. You've already been out here watching us, but we're raising awareness. Homelessness, substance use disorder, mental health issues. Your life intersects with this stuff. We've talked to so many people who have personal stories with it. What drives you today feeds back into that, trying to create overall wellness for people. Talk to me about the admissions. We only got 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes.
But I have to hear from you. The people have to know the work that you do in the admissions department and trying to bridge across many platforms. We're not the right fit for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So how do you do that? And how are you working to try to make that an improved process in our community for people accessing needs?
So here in Brunswick County, one of the main things that I've noticed that we have a problem with is people that are homeless. We don't have anywhere for them to go. I work with the Brunswick Homeless Coalition, go to the meeting every month. And that's one of the major concerns here with people that are addicts. And it's kind of, I'm trying not to cry right now because, this is really important to me. With the admissions though, with CRCI, with the homelessness, just drug addiction, altogether, I have people that call me every day that are desperately seeking for somewhere to go and crying out for someone to help. And that's where I think that it's very important that as a community that we stay tied in together and connected.
Yeah.
That we know different resources and different referral partners that we can call out on and say, hey, I need someone to help me help this guy or this girl because they're in desperate need.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times that people feel like that when they do reach out for the help, when they're actually ready, that there's nowhere for them to go.
Quickly, right?
Quickly.
You've told me plenty of times before, if we don't get them now, we might not get them.
We might not get them.
Why is that?
Because
help people understand why, if it doesn't happen when they say they're ready, why it might not happen for much longer.
Well, coming from experience, someone that, lived a life of addiction, I might change my mind in 30 minutes, whether or not I even want to get someone's
resources come through. I've been on the phone before and calling all morning trying to get a front.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't know what a front is, maybe Urban Dictionary or something. I don't know.
Get it on credit.
Get it on credit, yeah. You're trying to get front, and then you're like, oh, I can't get a front, so detoxing, withdrawing, all of those things. And then what ends up happening? As soon as you make a commitment to go to detox, the front comes through.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're gone, right?
You're gone.
There's no way you're going to that detox bed in that, right?
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes detox is necessary, but then sometimes it's not necessary. It's just part of another process that might slow someone down from actually getting the recovery that they need.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, man. Yeah, see, that's a good comment. You have a passion for that, right? But it's hard work.
Very hard.
We're dealing with a lot of personalities and a lot of families. Tell me how the families hurt and help in the process of helping people segue into treatment and recovery.
A lot of the same ways my family hurt the process. A lot of parents or family members want to believe their son or their daughter that they're telling them the truth because it's their baby. And parents become enablers, not, intentionally on purpose, but because they care about their family.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can be a stumbling block or a hindrance in their recovery because they always rely on their parents or their family to say, you know what, I'll bring you back in. You can stay on my couch again. I think that
they turn into the resourceful. And they kind of block your work off.
My work.
All right.
That resource is not a good resource. I would like to think that we're that resource that they need to separate them from their family. I think that, the blackout phase that we have from the families and the residents that come in is good to give the family time to heal and understand the process on their side, and then also to understand it on their side as well.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a really good point. And just asking a kind of a follow-up to that, how have you seen them help? When you would say, like, that's the perfect family member who really did all the right moves,
So the perfect family member with me is someone that tries to be the bad guy like me on the other side and say, look, this is your option.
Maybe let you be the good guy for a change and let them, if family, be the bad guy. Yeah.
Like, I tell a lot of families, to do like exactly what my mother said, you know, cut off the ties, say, this is your option. I'm here for you. I love you. I want to be there for you. But unless it's recovery related, then I will help feed you or do whatever. But, this is what you need to do. Sometimes people need to be faced with that ultimatum,
Yeah,
like, this is your decision.
I did.
Yeah, we do.
I really did.
Court orders are my favorite.
Court, yeah. So the sheriff will be here in just a couple hours, so you can tell him that, Judge Dispro, right? Call him and tell him court orders are a favorite. Why?
Court orders is my favorite because not for me to be mean to force someone to do something, but sometimes someone needs to be forced to do something to actually realize that they need it.
You did.
Yes. And at first they might be angry and bitter, but then they're like, oh, this isn't that bad. And they start feeling loved by other people and understanding, what they're going through. When you start getting surrounded by other people in recovery that has been exactly where you've been, the brotherhood and sisterhood is almost even stronger than the family relationships that we have.
Tell the people before we sign off how they can reach some help if they need it. And, explain to them the broad of resources that you have, even if Christian Recovery Centers or Southeastern Integrated Care, any of our partners aren't the right fit for them. Tell them how they can start to fill that out and access help.
So, the number one thing that I do is, if I can't help you, I'm big on trying to find another resource for you. When I say that I'm going to do something, I'm committed to it. I'll even tell you my cell phone number right now. It's 910-553-8240.
Direct sales.
Direct contact to me.
We'll put it in the chat box. Yeah.
And always call the office if I'm not available. Make sure someone gets a message to me. I may not get back to you as quickly as I'd like to, but I always will.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for your work, Patrick. And thank you for waiting around to talk to me on this bench. I'm so happy.
And not crying.
And not crying. I try my best. We had to do it quick, but I try my best. We'll be right back.
In 2023, I lost my brother due to drug addiction. His death doesn't always have to be